Hey guys, what's going on? Todd Fossey here, Integrative Defense Strategies. Just putting up a quick spontaneous video for you guys. I tend to have this conversation and put a video out on this about once a year. I just think it's important to circle back and revisit this. Out at the range today, beautiful day. But I just thought I'd have a quick conversation with you guys about shot timers and how I feel about shot timers, specifically in the area of personal protection and self-defense or defensive shooting. Um, I have a lot of thoughts on this, and I should probably do like a full 1 hour on it sometime, but I just want to put up a quick live video for you guys. I think of shot timers like I think about scales to measure my weight. Let me back up a little bit. I was a lifestyle coach for many years as a part of my private practice. And I want to let you know I've helped well over 100 people lose over 100 pounds. I know a lot about this, and I've helped a lot of people learn to manage their weight. And I can speak for myself personally too. I only step on a scale 2 or 3 times a year. Ultimately, weight management is a lot like shooting in fact that managing your weight is ultimately it's a qualitative experience. It's not a quantitative experience. In my experience, the people who struggle with their weight fluctuates a lot, are the people who try to make it into a quantitative experience. It's not very sustainable. Here's what I'm getting at. People who manage their weight well, and trust me, there's a tie-in to shooting here in self-defense. People who manage their weight well take the principles and they weave it into the fabric of their life every single day. It isn't about that moment that they step on the scale. They'll step on this. People who manage their weight well lead a healthy lifestyle, and so they only step on the scale a few times a year because they can look in the mirror. They can see how their clothes fit. They know how they're feeling. They know what they've been eating. They know what their activity levels have been. It's not exactly quantitative. It's more of a qualitative experience. There's going to be natural ebbs and flows and fluctuations in weight. It's very similar with shooting. You know, if you're practicing every day, for example, with a SIRT pistol or whatever the case may be, and you're just weaving the principles of sound shooting from draws, from concealment into the fabric of your life, you don't really need to use this shot timer every single day. You know, you can check and use your shot timer a few times a year as a way to just sort of validate what your perception is. That's really kind of the most important thing. Speed comes from practice. And by the way, I just want to let you know, speed isn't everything, just like your weight isn't everything. What's going to be more important, your weight or your body mass index? What's most important when it comes to using your firearm in a self-defense situation, first and foremost is going to be your decision-making process. How are you computing the totality of your circumstances? That's the single most important thing. How are you computing the totality of your circumstances? Second, how fast you go is important, but how fast you go is sort of like the dessert. It's not the main course. It's not the balanced meal, to tie in the analogy that I was using earlier. All right. Speed is the bonus. What's going to be most important is knowing when to go. It's going to be your timing, knowing what your fight IQ is. It's going to be what your decision making is. You should know that. Sorry about the wind. This is a spontaneous video. You should know that statistically, the most successful defensive shootings, the draws are delayed and obscured. Think about that. The draws are delayed and obscured. And even if you are using a shot timer, you know what's coming. You know you're going to be using a shot timer, right? So your reaction times and your response times are actually going to be different because you're not going through an OODA loop process. So to compare those two things, I get concerned when I see instructors out there that are putting so much weight on speed and showing off shot timers and things like that. Competition shooter, okay. But if we're talking about defensive shooting, shot timers have their place, in my opinion, but they have a very small place in the grand scheme of the totality of the circumstance. So I could go on and on and on all day about this, but I just want to throw things out. I think we need to put this in its proper place. All right. So for your consideration, yeah, use your shot timers, but just know your shot timer isn't everything, just like your scales and everything when it comes to managing your weight and a healthy lifestyle. Anyway, hope this finds you guys well. I'm going to spend some more time out here on the range, but go keep training and stay safe, guys.